All right, Malcontents. I think Restream may have had a problem, but we are back on the air. So, or at least I think we're back on the air. I think we're back on the air. I don't know. There we go. We are definitely back on the air, I think. All right, let me explain to you what happened. There was some kind of technical glitch in the matrix. I think it was with Restream. Every channel went down, and we probably were off the air now for about 5 minutes. I still had internet connection and everything. It was a Restream issue. It was the first time that's ever happened. Anyway, we're back. So what's happened is we are at 9th. We're right back at that same McDonald's as to my left. There is a line of police bike officers. There are additional officers in a supporting line behind them. The protesters are now moving out and heading away, but they are committing, well, you can hear it in the background. So, well, I couldn't hear. I don't know if they've declared it unlawful assembly or not. So, yeah, the group is walking away at this point. So, we appeared to have some problem with Restream. We were knocked off the air on everything. It wasn't, we didn't lose internet. There's like no...
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Shut up!
They're doing move back, but they're moving back their old line backwards.
Yeah, it's them.
Fuck you!
They're
Fuck
doing
you!
it.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
What was happening while the police were separated? While the police were separated from the protesters from one side of the street to the other, some of the protesters were breaking windows at a bail bond shop, essentially in an attempt to antagonize the police. And the protesters are, you know, more than a block away now at this point and headed in the other direction. I see they can back up an SUV without hitting anybody. Yeah, I did say that out loud. But, well, I heard that, but they're moving in the other direction. The police were moving back in the opposite direction of the protesters. They're not moving.
Why are they chanting that? That's not us chanting.
I know that. It's weird, but they're moving that way. They're not moving this way.
They're chanting that at themselves?
Yes.
The
Yes.
fuck?
Thank you. That's why
For them.
all the streamers were walking this way. So It's really weird. It's really weird.
Why are we gonna let little bit of police push us back?
But didn't they move up an intersection?
I think that's.
No, they're at the McDonald's.
Are they up to McDonald's? Then that's a change in the last few seconds.
What are you trying to do? You're running away like a bee.
I just don't want to end up here by myself,
I don't either.
and
but
they
I
get
don't know what
they
the-
get waffle stopped by Chuds. I guess we're just going to move up here a little bit. The protest group is moving in the complete opposite direction. There's only a handful of people here at the police line. Mods, this just feels like July 8th. This whole head this way thing. And then like a car drove through the intersection with my friggin' ass was just swinging in the breeze. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the group.
So they were chanting "move back" at other people. They were just.
But before they were saying move, and they were moving their own selves back. And that's when I turned around and walked, because I'm like, well, they're moving back. All right. It was totally weird.
Do you think they do that when they reverse their own cars?
Well, they could have done that yesterday. And we wouldn't be here right now.
Is that true?
That's why I do one show a night, folks. Just one show a night.
More walking.
Well, it's going to be a sprint here. They're not moving that fast though. So.
I don't know anything.
So those cars up ahead, that's the back of the car brigade. There's a few people here. The UK variant of COVID is here. So I'm wearing 2 masks. Creates a psychological response. I could see the back end of the protesters. They're just went around the corner. It looks like we're coming back to where we started. I think they're dispersing. Which, if they're dispersing, that's the end of the stream. Yeah. Sounds like they're dispersing. Are they dispersing or?
I don't know. They just dispersed car brigade. They said that they were.
Okay. Okay. So if they're dispersing you guys, and they're.
Well, I'm gonna stay because I'm the evac. But
Got it. Got it.
if
Thank.
you ever need a ride, we got a seat for you and the pole.
Good to know. It's one of those things I hope to never cash it in, but
Yeah, no, me too, man. I don't know how you do it.
cardio.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Cardio, lots of cardio. Whoop.
Go ahead. You go first.
Okay, yeah. All right, so they're dispersing. So we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. Because they told the car brigade to, they released the car brigade. So when they start to disperse, we don't stream that. So let me do this. We'll do our observations and our farewells. Give me a sec. Those of you who are familiar with the stream, I got to drop the camera. And then let me flip it around. Here, let's. It's kind of a cool neon. That's. Wow, it's kind of like a little Blade Runner-ish there. That's a great shot. Okay. Well, it's been quite a workout. The group is dispersing. There's some chippy people in the neighborhood. They might be chuds. I don't know. Again, you know, as I was saying earlier, was this a Black Lives Matter protest? Kind of. Was this a protest because the police hit pedestrians in a vehicle? Wait a minute, something might be escalating with chuds. Yeah. 1 second. Something definitely escalating down this way. Is it okay down there? Or just kind of a little chippy?
Yeah, they were shouting at them.
Yeah.
I was actually watching your stream earlier.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Go away. Fuck off.
Not a fan of the Malcontent. However, might be able to add this person to our bad reporter clip. Because we have to replace Donald Trump at the end saying that was a bad reporter. So maybe we could have this guy saying, go away, fuck off. Yeah. Okay. The group is basically dispersed. I need to get my geographical bearings, actually. And then I'll do my farewell again. I'm not in my great little, like, Blade Runner shot I was in earlier. It's just a great shot where I was. Oh, here. Kind of like the chop art display. Very cool. cool. I can go like this. Can I get this in the frame? I'm trying to get this in the frame. All right, there we go. As I was saying earlier, was this a Black Lives Matter protest? Sort of. Was this a direct action protest? Sort of. Was this a protest for people hit by a police cruiser yesterday? Sort of. There was a lot of diversity of tactics. There was a lot of diverse groups. We know things got really funky. Everyone in Seattle complains about how passive the Seattle Police Department is. Tacoma police were super standoff tonight. There is no way what I saw in covering Portland and Seattle, there's no way this would have floated there. I don't know if that's their tactics, because we haven't covered kind of a major protest like this in Tacoma, or if they were standing off because of the gravity of the situation that happened yesterday. And there was clear antagonism going on. I'm just telling you what I saw. Sometimes people on the left are like, and people on the right. And I was saying earlier, my favorite streams are when people are complaining on both sides, because then I know I did my job. Anyway, Malcontent, that's it. I am going to go wander my way back and see if I can find a decaf somewhere. I'm dying for a coffee. And that's it. We will have happy hour tomorrow. We'll have some behind the pole, I think. We actually will probably have 4. I think tomorrow's show, unless something crazy happens over tonight, I think tomorrow's happy hour at 8 o'clock is going to be all homegrown content. We have 2 interviews that we're doing. We've got this. Then we have the Tacoma story itself. So I love it when all of our stuff is in-house. And I love that, it's all local. I think it's going to be an all local show. This is so cool. I love this here in the background. All right, Malcontents, be good to each other. Be safe. One last thing I want to say. I got terrible news today. Just terrible, terrible news. Juds. I got terrible news today. My number 3, I would say. I mean, if I put my wife at number 1, my number 3 in the friend circle. They're dying tonight. And their wife messaged me. She can't be with them because of C disease, COVID. He doesn't have COVID. And he hasn't had COVID. He's just sudden heart failure, and there's nothing they can do for him. That's the word that I got earlier today. And it's just infuriating because he's on the other side of the country. It's not safe to travel. They're not going to let me see him anyway. And we're on a search and rescue team for 8 years. We looked for crashed planes and lost people, and good guy, interesting guy, fascinating guy. So just be good to each other, I guess. So much in the world where we're not good to each other, and we take so much for granted. Just think about it. Think of Jim tonight. Think of Lori. I'm not religious. If that's your thing, then please do it. If you just want to send some good energy out to the universe, please do it too. Love you, brother. And I'll see you one day.